Okay, so quick disclaimer before I start. I got this idea from Leslie Lou Marie, and also it's kind of because I did the whole the thing on Twitter where you did oh, like this and tell you a fact about myself. And then I realized that you guys don't know anything about me if you just watch my YouTube. So Leslie did one about herself, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I should do that too. So if you haven't, you more than likely have, but if you haven't, go watch Leslie's video. And if you want to, come back here and watch mine. But let's begin. Okay, so hi, I'm Platy, but my real name is Jules, Jules. I'm not really going to say my full first name because I don't really want to. And I would still refer to you guys to call me Platy because I didn't spend decades just to think of the name Platy just to get called Jules again. I mean, at least you know now. But I was born in Paducah, Kentucky on August 1st, 1998, which is also National Yowie Day for all you RAR XD girls out there. And then I currently live in Fleming Island, Florida. So it's kind of a big move. I also lived in Virginia for a while, but that's not important. Who cares about that? Not me. I technically have 7 siblings, but I lived with 5 of them, and now I only currently live with 4 of them. So I have 2 older sisters, and the rest are all younger than me, and no one really cares about them. My favorite color is green? Yeah, at this point I might as well just say green, but I also really like pink, blue, purple, all that kind of stuff. I like all colors, except for maroon. It's an ugly color. But anyway, my favorite musician is Meatloaf, and my favorite song of all time is Bat Outta Hell by Meatloaf, because I'm an old man. I don't really listen to any other kind of music. I listen to, of course, Vocaloid and anime music. That's mainly whenever I'm streaming, though. But whenever I'm not streaming, I just listen to my Spotify playlist, which mainly consists of 70s, 80s, 90s music, some 2000s music, and I also listen to a lot of Sailor Moon OSTs. So I'm basically boring off stream. I just listen to old man stuff and Sailor Moon, which it's pretty much accurate. Speaking of Sailor Moon, that's my favorite anime. I like Sailor Moon, and I also really like Dragon Ball Z. And I also really like a lot of other anime I'm not really gonna name because that's another video for another day. What else do I like? I like shows. My favorite shows. Futurama, Parks and Rec. I don't really watch a lot of TV, honestly. I mean, I watch reruns and I watch Netflix whenever I actually remember the password. So other than that, I really don't watch TV. I like movies though. I have a lot of movies. I mainly like musicals. That's my favorite genre. My favorite musical is Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And Rocky Horror. I really like Rocky Horror because Meatloaf's in it. There's also a lot of video games I really like. I love Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon are Raichu, Miltank, and Espeon. I really like Love Live School Idol Festival because that's the game I spent the most money on. I also really like Guitar Hero because that's the only non-phone or DS game I'm actually really good at. It's just rhythm games in general. If it's a rhythm game, I'm more than likely gonna like it, unless it's Rock Band. I'm not good at Rock Band, therefore I hate it. I don't know how I'm not good at Rock Band, but I'm good at Guitar Hero. That's kind of weird. But anyway, we're not here to discuss how bad I am at games. We're here to talk about me and my life. I guess I should mention my race or ethnicity. I'm not really sure, but I know that I'm whiter than mayonnaise itself. I'm really pale, and I get sunburnt really easily. Whenever my family and I went to the water park, I stood in the shade because I didn't really feel like swimming. But yet, somehow my entire arm got, red and sunburned, and it was all, eh. So, I don't really go outside during the summer either because I have the skin of a baby. So, I get sunburns really, really bad. It's god-awful. I'm getting sidetracked, dang. I should probably write stuff down more often. I really didn't think I need to since I was talking about myself, but who cares? It's my video. Ooh, how could I not mention food? I really like french fries or anything with potatoes in it. My favorite drink is Coca-Cola, but I'm going through a Dr. Pepper kind of phase right now. I don't know. I should probably drink more Coca-Cola. I also really like ice cream. My favorite ice cream is the Tonight Dough starring Jimmy Fallon, because it has dough in it, cookie dough and stuff like that, and that's really good. I also really like Chinese food and sushi, and I'm trying to think of non-junk food stuff, which is really hard for me, because it's, besides healthy food like vegetables and apples, yeah, I really like fruit and spinach. Spinach is really, really good. Eat more spinach, kids. It's good for you and it tastes good. And I also really like yogurt, but other than that, I really don't eat a lot of like fruit stuff because they're expensive. And I also really like ET pudding. If you don't know what ET pudding is, it's the pudding with chocolate, then vanilla, then chocolate again. I don't know why I call it ET pudding. Apparently I was a kid and there was a packaging of pudding with ET on it for like their anniversary, and I was like, oh, I want ET pudding. And I just call it that now. That's another fact about me. I can't freaking name food right. I guess I should also mention stuff I don't really like, because I'm talking about things that I do like. I don't really like it whenever people call me by my real name and I don't really know them that well, because, I mean, it's not really like a privacy thing or like a personal thing. I just find it straight up weird. I don't know. I guess I'm just weird like that. And I hate ventriloquist dummies. Not like the funny puppet ones. I'm talking about like the classic ones where you could see, where you saw like the lines on their faces. I don't know. Ever since I was a kid, I just kind of like hated them so much. Like, now it's kind of developed into like a phobia. Not like a, ooh, I'm so scared of them. But like, I straight up cannot like move if I'm near one. I just like freeze and I just get terrified of them. I mean, part of me knows that they're just, you know, wooden puppets, but another part of me knows that they're going to shank me while I'm sleeping. So I'd rather just stay away from them in general. And I also should probably talk about, like, I guess what I want to do for a career. And I got a really good answer for that. I don't know what I want to do. Whatever makes money and whatever makes me happy, I'm completely fine with. I mean, as a kid, I wanted to be a cryptozoologist. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically the study of creatures like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and all that kind of stuff. Like, I was so obsessed with cryptozoology that in the 3rd grade and 4th grade, whenever they were like, oh, where do you want to be when you grow up? And you just kind of like answer them like, I want to be a dentist. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a ballerina. And I'm like, I want to be a cryptozoologist. And of course the teachers were like, do you even know how to spell that? And you know what I said? Yes, of course I do. Because I have no life in the 4th grade and know how to spell cryptozoologist. And so for like the billboard projects, I'm like, oh, I want to be a ballerina. So here's a picture of like ballerina shoes and a person standing on their toes. And here's me like, here's a diagram of the Loch Ness Monster and here's how you catch it properly. In the 4th freaking grade. And now I don't really want to be one because I don't know. I don't think it's really that much of a well-paying job anymore. And plus, I hate science and biology, even though I took marine biology in high school. But that's another video because a lot of weird things happen in there. So I just kind of, you know, ditched the whole cryptozoology thing. But I'm not going to lie, that kind of stuff still kind of interests me. Like, of course, on Twitter, whenever it's like, oh, new Bigfoot sighting, I'm like, yes, and then you find out that it's actually fake, and it's like, like, I guess that's kind of why cryptozoology is like a dying science, mainly because with like all the technology we have nowadays, it's a kind of easier to like make things fake, or to prove things are fake, or just kind of make stuff seem a bit more real. So now there's really no point. I remember whenever there was a Loch Ness Monster sighting, and it was just a speedboat on Google Maps, and it was a bit more clear, just to kind of make it look like a shadow. I'm not going to talk about this. I'm just making myself even more embarrassed, the fact that I'm even talking about cryptozoology in a video about myself. Let's talk about Vocaloid and YouTube, because I also do that kind of stuff, and I did that stuff before I did speed paints. I own 2 Vocaloids. I own Tone Rion V3, and I own Oliver, and I own a lot of Italoids. But personally, I have a few Italoids that are mine, and I voice one of them, which is Rankune Ika, and I have lots of other Italoids like Miyamasa and Ness, which is a Uchiu based off the freaking Loch Ness Monster. We're always coming back to this. But I did a lot of covers with that, and if you go back on my YouTube channel, you'll find like a bit like more old covers. And I really enjoy that stuff, but I haven't had time to do any of that stuff, because I don't know if you guys like that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that pretty much just covers what I do, because I'm basically a really boring person, but I feel like I left stuff out. So if you have any questions for me, ask me in the comments. I'll do my best to reply to all of them, because I'm pretty sure I did leave out a few stuff, because I mainly just rambled on. So again, thank you, Leslie Lou Marie, for giving me the idea. Well, not really just giving it to me. I just kind of watched her video and just kind of went, oh, I can do this too. But go watch her video if you haven't already. It's in that fancy card thing that I just figured out how to use it. So go watch hers if you haven't. And all that kind of good stuff. Here's my drawing. Bye. Bye. Oh, wait. During the stream, I asked you guys what you guys want to be called. Because you guys kind of referred yourself as my fans, and I don't really want to call you guys my fans. So I'm like, oh, what's a cute nickname? And you guys want the name Baras, which is going to be kind of weird on many levels, but bye, Baras. Oh, that's so